Hi, I'm Stacie, and I do Papercuts. I'm primarily a bookbinder, and I'm a bookbinding instructor as well. So I was teaching this class, and my students didn't have that many questions. So I started cutting out some of the tools that we were using and incorporating into them the songs that would get stuck in my head because there were the the back room where I teach, there's constant classic rock on. So I'd get things in my head and an hour later I'm like, why is this stuck in my head? So I would just grab whatever was on my bench and started cutting these out of paper. They're each about 5 by 7, and I'd I have about 26 of them so far. I want to make 80 of them, and because it's the 80s, and maybe silk screen them and bind them into a book, but I'm not sure. I really enjoy the weird juxtapositions that come about because I'll just grab whatever tool is there. I don't really think about, oh, this song really needs to have scissors or anything like that. It's just like, okay, this works. And they've all seemed to work so far. Um, the Through doing this, I found out a lot more about paper cutting. Historically, it came about in China, probably around the 6th century, like right after paper was developed. And that one's a little obscene. Sorry. That's the knife that I use to cut them, actually. I use a number 16 X-Acto blade. The European form is called Scherenschnitte, and it means scissors cutting, but I actually use the knife instead. I haven't had any good experience with the scissor ones, except for the title page. So a lot of people have asked, well, are there really 80 tools that you can do this for? And I was like, hey, I can name 8 saws right off the bat. Come on. But I've realized that to differentiate some of them, I'm like having to go into the kitchen and like I'm expanding my tool horizons from beyond my bench. Um, yeah. See, they just work. Um, they take about I don't know. They take about an hour each. I'll roughly sketch out the tool on the back of the paper and sketch out the words and then just kind of go for it and figure out the lighting as I'm cutting it. And if I mess up, I'll just rework the design. I won't rework the whole thing. And yeah, that's what I do. I don't know what else to tell you guys. But they're fun. So I think if I silk screen them to do a book, I'd like to have the posters of them too, because I think they're awesome. And t-shirts would be awesome. Wait till you see the last one. That's the t-shirt you want. That one's pretty good too. They're really fragile. I have them with me if you want to see them afterwards. I think I have all 26 of them with me. And I don't know what else to tell you guys. Oh, I started to get a little crazy on some of these brush ones, like doing all of the individual brush hairs. But that's when my students really didn't have any questions. Yeah. I don't know. I'll just let them speak for themselves, I guess. Yeah. This wouldn't have worked with any other decade, would it? That's that's the crazy making one. Yeah, so this is what I do. I think my 5 minutes are almost up. Thanks for seeing them and laughing at them because I find them enjoyable too. And thanks. I'm Stacie, and that's what I do. Thanks.